So interval notation is another way to write a set of numbers when we have a continuous set of numbers. Like you couldn't, if I'm not restricting myself to integers, if I'm allowing decimals, if I'm allowing fractions, we can't actually list all the numbers that are between -4 and 2 because, like, what's the number just before 2? Is it 1.9? Is it 1.99? Is it 1.99999? Like, you get the idea. You can't list them all. And so what you did probably in middle school was you drew them on a number line. And what you would do is you'd say something like, well, this -4 is not included because -4 is not bigger than itself. So you put an open circle on -4 to say, I'm not counting that -4. But the 2 is included because v could be less than or equal to 2. So there you'd have a closed circle saying, yes, include this. This is in my set because 2 is less than or equal to 2. And then all these numbers in between, they're also going to be included. But you really can't like say specifically what exactly comes just before 2. Because like I was like illustrating before, you got 1.9, you got 1.99, you got 1.999. They're always getting closer, but like what's the closest? There isn't one. So that's how you would do that in middle school. But as we do more advanced math, we don't want to be drawing these kinds of like number lines all the time. So what we basically do is use, in place of a open circle, we're going to use a round bracket. And then we'll put the endpoint -4 there. That means don't include -4, and then go as up to 2, and that'll be a square bracket because we're going to include the 2. So basically this round bracket or parenthesis corresponds to an open circle, and the square bracket corresponds to a closed circle. And the idea here is that this, while it looks kind of like an ordered pair, the context would tell you, oh no, this is a set of numbers, and it's a set of numbers that are between -4 and 2, but I'm not going to include the -4, and I will include the 2. And that's how we're going to do that, and that's just interval notation. So it could end up being confused, like if these were both open circles, I guess it could be confused for an ordered pair, but usually, like based on what the question has asked you, like mathematicians and math students agree that, oh, like they agree to understand what's going on. Context clues tell you. So this next one, you know, it would be, 3 would be a closed circle, of course, because we would include that 3 since it's equal. 7 would not be included, and p would be in between those. So if I'm drawing it in interval notation, I want to include the 3, so I'm using that square bracket. I don't want to include the 7, so I'm using an open bracket, and that's my interval notation. Now I should also point out it should always be lower number on the left, higher number on the right. That's just kind of the convention. So while technically I guess someone could write this, and like most people wouldn't, they know what you meant, they wouldn't be upset about it. We just, as a rule, we kind of don't do that. I will say, too, if you're kind of worried about remembering that the square bracket goes with the closed circle and the round goes with the open, I don't know about you guys, but these open brackets are easier for me to draw than this. I got to kind of think about this. Just like this open circle is slightly easier for me to draw than this. I don't know. It's not a great way to remember it, but it's how I did it when I was a kid. So that was easy, that was easy. This was a little tougher. That was a little tougher, whatever. This last one, you can see there's a problem. We don't have any endpoints. It's just going to kind of go all the numbers that are more than or equal to 5. So as middle schoolers, we would have done include the 5, all numbers that are bigger than it. If that comes up, and I don't think it will at this level, but if it does, 5 is the lower number, and then everything above it is bigger. So that my leftmost point is 5, I want to include it. And this shoots off to forever, which of course we all know is infinity. That's this sideways 8 symbol. And then infinity is not really a number, so that technically is always a round bracket. So I hope that makes sense and doesn't make a big deal. Please email me if you have questions, or reach out to a peer, check out other YouTube videos on interval notation. All right, bye.